And we're off.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. We're going to do another recording of How Men Grieve.
Grieve?
Dun dun dun.
Have you seen the trailer for the new movie, Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood?
I have not. Tom Hanks plays Mr. Rogers in that, though. That's going to be too super sweet.
Did you watch Won't You Be My Neighbor, the Mr. Rogers documentary?
No, it was off Netflix by the time I heard about it, so I can't find it now.
It was really good. I watched it on HBO when I had HBO.
I didn't watch it.
It was really good.
I didn't know that it existed until now.
Well, that would explain everything.
It was awesome.
Anyway, welcome back to How Men Grieve. As you see in our brief introduction, we're all in a fairly good mood this week. My name's Kay Rogers, your host. I'm joined by Aaron Adams.
Hello.
And Andrew Rogers.
I'm not saying hello like that. That was weird.
Who just got out of bed like 10 minutes ago.
He's a little grumpy still.
Mr. Grumpy Gills. So this week I thought we'd just kind of play it by ear. We don't have anything real specific to talk about. I think our first 5 episodes have been pretty deep and pretty heavy. We got quite a bit of different perspective from different people and from each other. Last week I thought it was kind of neat that I was able to find those sound clips and I stuck them in that recording. I didn't tell anybody I was going to do that. I kind of did that on purpose. I wanted to hopefully give people a good surprise.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. My wife had never heard Nick's voice before. She was excited to hear it for the first time.
Well, I got that feedback from one of my friends on Facebook, and they had listened to the podcast, and she had recommended that we add some voice clips of Nicholas in the recording. She goes, you guys always were talking about how we were afraid to forget what he sounded like. She goes, your audience would probably love to hear what he sounded like too. So I found some of those clips from some of our old movies that we had from Christmases, and I think the one was from we were over at Jill and Steve's.
The main one you used?
Yeah, the one I kept clipping in there periodically. I am going to talk to your mom, Andrew, and Marty, and find out if they may have some home videos or something. We could get some sound clips from them too. I think that'd be kind of neat to maybe make some intro and outros.
It's a weird time for the recordings back then, though, because you were still using like a handheld video camera, right?
Yeah, back then that was like one of those little bitty small Sonys with the screen that came out on the side. And God, when we bought that thing was like, that was pretty nice. And I think we spent like $200 on it. We're like, oh God, this thing is so cool. Now it's not even, now you got your cell phones record better than that thing did, but.
Yeah, right. Andrew, do you remember back in the day when when we made our skate video with the VHS recorder?
Oh my God.
When we could not even skate. I think we fake fought in that too.
And then you guys kept arguing over, don't use it, you're going to use up all the tape. And I'm like, you guys realize you can rewind and record over that, right? We didn't know that.
Good times.
Yeah. So it sounds like we got, people are listening every week, and which is good. We've got a small audience, and that's okay.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we do really appreciate that. We'd also appreciate it if you guys would take just a couple of minutes and go to our Facebook page and please leave a review. Give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. We'll make adjustments as needed. We have some plans going forward of what we're going to do over the next few weeks and probably over Christmas into the spring. So,
are we going to do Christmas?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really want to miss any weeks if we don't have to.
All right.
Even if it's just, one or two of us get together and do what we got to do. If you and Andrew just want to do a recording by yourselves, I'm okay with that. We can adjust accordingly.
This is how professional we are. We're planning our logistics on the podcast.
You know what? We're live.
Yeah.
No, we are so not live.
We're live.
That's what Joe Rogan says. We're live.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't have the following that he has, so we got a ways to go.
No, we're off by 9,900,000.
Yeah, give or take.
900.
Hey, it says that we have 59 listeners a month.
Oh, and they're so cool.
That's right. We're about ready to go to big time.
Right.
I am going to get a camera, though, and I'd like to start putting these on YouTube. I'll set up and we'll video them and put them on YouTube.
We can get 5 more. We can start doing Quip ads. Quip toothbrushes.
I'm fine with that. They give us a couple bucks. Pay them out. They can pay for my Buzzsprout monthly membership.
There you go.
$18 a month. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I'll take the free floss.
There you go. Yeah. Toothbrush a month for life. Yes.
There you go.
Oral hygiene is my thing.
Love it.
Yeah, it's totally sweet. So anyway, this episode, our listeners are probably going to think this is just a big giant waste of time listening to these fools talk. But you know what? This week we're going to kind of take a little bit of a break from talking about everything that happened. We shared the majority of the story. There's still some perspectives that we're going to do going forward. I think we're going to work with Chloe, which is Nicholas's little sister, and then his little brother Matthew, and we're going to interview them and just kind of round the story out. That way the listeners can get kind of the full holistic picture of how everything went down, and everybody's different. Why are you making faces?
He's looking at me because I have my phone out, even though he just had his phone out.
Yeah.
What? Both of you, this is family time. Knock it off.
Actually, he pulled his phone out and was looking at it, and I was like, oh, I got to put mine on vibrate.
Well, I was making faces because he was being a follower.
I'm actually going to put mine on vibrate right now as well.
Just don't put it on the table.
My phone's been on vibrate.
I'm going to silent.
I guess I win.
Well, that explains why your phone's been in your pocket. You guys are dumb.
We're dumb. Okay.
But anyway, we want to get some other perspectives. But then I think after that, we have some opportunity. I've been talking to a couple of people. I'm not going to say their names just yet. We can talk about it offline. But talking to them and getting them interested in coming in and doing an interview with us. So we've got that lined up.
More of like a professional person?
No.
Oh, okay.
Other men that have gone through different types of lives.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What do you mean professional people? We need professional help, but not during our podcast.
Therapists and
You want to
whatever.
get a lawyer already?
I knew you guys were going to sue me.
Litigation.
We have 50 listeners. You're going to go down and you owe me.
Yeah.
No, that is an option. I have talked to my personal counselor, and she was open to the idea. I have not set up the perfect time for it. I figure that may come after the holidays because I know she is super busy right around now. Yeah. So maybe get past the, everybody's giant holiday travel rush and everything else. So
right.
Maybe bring her in January, February timeframe.
All right.
What about you guys? You guys been talking to anybody? Sharing it?
No.
I just tell people I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could probably be
Way
more
to sell
involved.
it, guys. Way to sell it. Good job.
I don't know. I don't really know anybody in that field.
I guess I won't retire next week like I was hoping.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
This would go down quick.
Yeah.
We'll pull you out of retirement so quick.
Yeah. What do all these knobs mean?
I don't. Somebody tell me how to make this crap work. But I think we've had some really good discussions in the first podcast about Nicholas and sharing our story with our listeners. I think we gave them a really good picture of what kind of brought us to this concept and what we've been going through the last 9 years. What are you smiling at, Andrew?
Nothing.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys up to something?
We're not doing anything. You're always so suspicious.
Well, I wonder why.
We learned it from you.
Lies.
Oh, okay.
I never did anything like that when you guys were growing up.
Oh, right. Okay.
I didn't realize we were going back to Fantasyland.
That's a stupid look on your face. What did I do to you guys when we were growing up?
Do you really want to open this can of worms?
I could write you a list.
Yeah.
Name 10.
It's like a CVS receipt for one stick of gum, but it's a mile long.
For one stick of gum.
Yeah. You ever bought anything from CVS?
That's way too short.
Have you ever bought something from CVS?
Of course.
Oh, the receipt.
You buy one
Yeah.
thing and you get a 3 foot long receipt.
Clearly, they believe in a greener earth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the Windex in the eye.
You had a streak-free shine.
Yeah. Yep, and it burned.
Sometimes.
It was a playful accident, kind of. We should just clarify that you weren't just evil.
Yeah, I didn't just hold you down and spray Windex in your eye.
Windex. No. was one of those fighting things. You just grabbed whatever was there and sprayed it at me. Happened to be at eye level.
I call that winning.
Dude, this happened to me like 3 months ago. Ashley bought these air fresheners that mount to the wall, and I was like,
the ones that spray?
Yeah, the auto spray.
I already know where this is going.
And I was like, I don't like where this one's at. She had one right on the corner where you walk around. I was like, I don't like where this is going. I was like, this is gonna get me one day. And she's like, no, it's not. It'll be fine. And then she was at work one day, and I walked past, and right as I walked past, right in my eye, I was like, oh no! And my eye was bright red. It was awful.
Oh, that would be so bad. It probably brought back fond memories.
The Windex was less painful.
Yeah, have another cigarette, Andrew. That's working out real good for you.
Oh, man.
I just woke up.
Toot, toot. Kay's got the bus.
That's why it's happening.
Throwing him under.
I didn't throw him under it. I just drove right over the top of him. So how do you guys feel after we're 5 in?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Fantastic.
Sorry we missed last week.
Well, we worked through it. It's painful, but we did it.
All right.
That therapy session really came in useful.
The therapy session. What are you talking
I think he's implying he had to go to therapy because you weren't here.
Yeah. But
Oh.
In Andrew's sense of humor sort of way.
I still don't get it.
I don't either. Don't tell him.
Okay.
But in seriousness,
sucked. I quit.
but in all serious, what do you think, Andrew? What's your gut feeling tell you after we've been kind of talking and getting, we went, we talked about some really hard stuff.
We went hard in the paint 4 episodes.
We did. It's going a lot better than I thought it would. I was pretty nervous before we started just because I wasn't sure what to expect. And it's gone really well.
What do you feel? How do you think it's helping you guys?
I think it's way more cathartic than I thought it would be. I was worried it was going to be kind of just like digging up old stuff and just making me feel all that again, which maybe is probably something I needed to do anyways. But I've definitely felt stuff again, but have not been really affected by it outside of when we're talking here. It seems to, I don't have it's kind of like a weight off a little bit, just getting it out there, talking about it. I really like talking to Marty. That felt really good. And that little bit I had for him at the end there, that felt really good to get out there. Because I know that's something that's something I've held on to for a while.
He did it again.
I know. I have such a problem. I can't.
It's funny because every time you clear your throat, you say sorry.
Because Brittany told me in the first episode, she's like, you got to quit clearing your throat. And I was like, uh-oh, it's too many times.
I'm going to mount a chalkboard on the wall, and every time you say sorry, I'm going to put a tick mark on it.
No, not for when you clear your throat, just when you say sorry for it.
Just when you say sorry for it. Who cares about clearing your throat? What do you think, Andrew? Did you feel like it was good to talk with Marty and kind of listen to what he had to say? I don't know if he's ever... I know he said he doesn't talk about it very much. Yeah,
it's been good. It was good talking to Marty, but it's been good talking to you guys as well. I feel like I've learned a lot, and we've had more open conversations, because obviously we've talked about it, but we've had more open conversations since we've been doing this than any other time that I can recall. So I've been enjoying it a lot. I feel like I've been learning a lot, and I feel like we're dealing with it more. I know I'm dealing with it more than I ever was.
Yeah, I think I have been too. I shared with you guys, I had some real mental struggles, and, my substance abuse was the alcohol and food, obviously, because, I binge eat when I'm sad, glad, mad, anything, right? So, which watching you eat is just disgusting, Aaron. But anyway.
Why did this have to come up?
But anyway, I'm not even going to talk about the pizza incident.
It's not an incident. Apparently, it's an everyday occurrence with how much you talk about it.
Oh, I shared it with everybody. But anyway, I feel like it's been good because we're all doing this together and we're not doing it alone. I think we all knew we shared the same loss, but I don't think that we were trying to work together to work through it.
Right.
And now with this podcast, I feel like we've started doing that. Every time we have one of these, even if it's just us goofing off like today, we're still talking and we're still working through it. We've remembered how to be a family like we were before and not so broken.
Yeah, I think it's definitely brought us all closer together.
For sure.
At least us 3 in this room.
Well, we don't care about anybody else. We're the most important ones.
Obviously.
Hello. We're in the Beats laboratory and they're not.
We gotta come up with a new name.
Oh, I was going to have a sign made and hanging above the door of the Beats laboratory.
All right, fine. You're really attached to it.
You
It's
just
okay.
don't like
I
anything. That's your problem.
I might be kind of pessimistic. I don't think that way most of the time.
What's cathartic? What's cathartic mean?
Cathartic?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I know the Webster's dictionary definition of it. I can look that up if
You
you
use
want.
the word
but I think it's like
not know what it means.
I agree. You know, if Chris was doing
I think
the
it's like
recording, we'd tell Chris, look that up real quick and
he
tell
could.
us, and he could share it with us.
Yeah, we're gonna get Chris in here to hopefully be like our audio engineer guy.
And our Google guy.
And our Google guy, yeah, we're going to have him look at, and he can pull up videos and stuff too.
He's gonna be our Jamie.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to change his name.
Call him Jamie 2.
No, J2.
J2. Andrew's like, I don't know what they're talking about. Joe Rogan.
No, I know what you... I know, okay? I know.
Do
you?
Look at this. So feisty.
This is why we need to be on YouTube watching you two stare at each other back and forth. Andrew, I wish I could had a good way to describe to the listeners your new haircut. It is amazing. Private Pile.
No, it's not Private Pile. It's glorious.
I'm confused why you cut it so short right before, like right as it got
People
cold.
act like this has never happened before. I've had the same cut every 4 to 6 months for like 5 years.
4 to 6 months. That's
And I
not
just-
true, because you had your hair cut down there at Men's Oil for a while, and you actually
That
looked
was like
handsome.
5 years ago.
Well, you said forever. Forever's a very long time,
I just
Andrew.
said for the last 5 years.
I'm so
Well,
sad.
okay, which is it? The haircut like you have now for the last 5 years, or 5 years ago you had a different haircut? I'm confused where we're going with this, Andrew.
That's the same thing.
It's not.
You just said the haircut you've had for the last 5 years or the haircut you had 5 years ago.
Yeah, he said we went to Menzo 5 years ago and he got a different haircut and he actually had hair on his head. Now he's shaved bald and he said, I've had this haircut for like the last 5 years. Well, which is it? Which haircut did you have for the last 5?
5 years ago, he got his hair cut that one time and he looked good. And then for the last 5 years since then, he's been doing this.
Do you know it's been 5 years to the day?
Did you know that I spent about $10 on clippers? And you guys spend what?
Ooh, you did it yourself?
$10 on haircuts every month
That
or
would
two?
even be hilarious if
No.
he...
So who's the most cost effective? I think I'm genius.
I'm super lazy and I only get my haircut like once every 5 months when it's way too long.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, this way I
That's
only
bad.
have to cut my hair once every like 6 months. So
I'm not saying it looks bad. I just don't know how
No, I
your
don't-
head is comfortable.
I don't care how it looks though. I wear a hat most of the time
That's true.
anyways. So
You ever given yourself a mohawk?
no.
Dude, you got such a round head.
I know it's beautiful.
It's like a bowling ball.
You should get a bowling ball with my face on it.
That would be awesome.
I think I actually can do that. I think I've seen someone
could.
they actually can do that. That is a
You could.
brilliant idea. I may actually do that.
Bullet ball of Andrew's face.
Yes, I think that would be
The
awesome.
holes for your index finger and the second finger could be the eyes.
Oh,
and then your
no.
thumb could be the
Oh, would that be awful?
So that's such a terrible visual.
Skeleton Andrew.
Put my gouge out Andrew's eyes to bowl.
You really don't like calling this the Beats Laboratory?
No, it's fine. I'm just like messing with you.
I wonder what we should call Chris. I don't think JT.
I think we should just call him Chris.
No, we need to have catchy nicknames like Nighthawk and stuff like that.
and Lone Rider.
And Lone Rider, yeah. Yeah.
This is so off the rails of what we normally do.
Hey, our
It's all
podcast,
right.
we do what
It's all
we
right.
want.
I think it's cool. We can show him some fun stuff.
We don't have paid subscribers, but I would love it if you guys wanted to send me money. Are you a paid subscriber, Andrew?
Oh. What?
We already know the answer to that. No.
Paid subscriber for what?
Our podcast, why aren't you sending us money?
I helped make the podcast.
That's not payment enough for me.
Well, I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
Really? You're not getting paid?
No. Free vodka doesn't count.
You should have.
I'm like, are you sure?
This was a can of worms we should have known about. just spit take his coffee
all over the place, dude. What did you do?
What just happened?
Did it go down the wrong pipe or something? Or is it opening the can of worms?
Oh my God.
I think Andrew's choking. We may have to call IXII and get somebody here to help him.
That's a... Oh, man.
You can't make people laugh when they're trying to take a drink.
He's crying.
Here, why don't you wipe off, dude? Jesus.
That's the second spit take of my life that I've made somebody do.
What was the first one?
Oh, one time we were out with a couple buddies. It was me and a couple buddies, and the one kid got pulled over while we were in the car. And I think my son is upstairs.
Yeah.
He's going, Daddy!
Daddy!
No, we got pulled over and the cop gave him a ticket for something that the cop couldn't even, reply to why he even had to give him a ticket. It was stupid. Anyways, so we're sitting there and he was all bummed. Andrew's wiping the wall from his spit take. We're sitting there in an IHOP and he was all bummed out. He's like, my parents are going to kill me and all this and blah, blah, blah. And he took a drink of chocolate milk and I was like, it's not like we were out trying to get a ticket. And some reason that just tickled him the right way and he just all over the table. The waitress was not happy.
I can imagine she probably wasn't.
No, she was not a nice lady.
Where was this at?
At IHOP. She came up to our table when we first got there. It was 5 dudes. And she was like, are you guys going to tip me? Because most guys like you that come in here are not going to tip me.
Just asking that would have gotten a no from me.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Yeah. You're going to ask me that kind of question. I promise you're getting 0.
We left her. Ask for a bunch of annoying extra stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ketchup packets when you don't even have anything that requires them. Or to-go containers when you ate all your food.
Does the wall look better?
yeah, it's good. Oh, my gosh.
That was awful. That was hilarious. I
still can't believe that.
The only one, would you call it a spit take?
Yeah. That's what it's called.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, that really does sound dirty.
It does not.
There is one spit take that happened that I was around and it traumatized me.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, when your sister was chewing up a McDonald's double cheeseburger and went to laugh, and I started laughing, and she blew her chewed up slobbery McDonald's double cheeseburger all over my face and in my mouth.
That remains one of the funniest things I have ever seen.
There was nothing funny about that, Aaron. I am still traumatized to this day. I talked to counselors about this. I call it the Big Mac incident of 2012.
Big Mac incident.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Kay does not like other people's. He won't take bites off of food other people have eaten. He doesn't drink after people.
No.
So this was probably pretty traumatic for him, but it was hilarious for everyone else involved. Especially when you lost your mind and pounded your fists on the table and stormed out of the room.
That never happened. I believe I was like, I went Hulk on him.
There was no words. He was just fury.
I just remember all I remember is sitting there and I had all this stuff in my face and I felt it go in my mouth. I'm like, I mean, it just totally took me out of my comfort zone.
Goodbye.
You got to get out of here?
I'm going.
Yeah.
You know what?
You guys can keep going.
Nope. I think this is a good place to end. We've just kind of wasted a bunch of time for everybody. But
a silly goose time.
We've had a good time doing it. So until next week, guys, thanks for listening. And tune in. We'll have something new for you next week. And let's keep it real. Goodbye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on iTunes.
Yeah, what Aaron said. Say goodbye, Andrew.
You could spit more coffee on the mic as a goodbye.
I said goodbye.
Andrew's just going to pee on it next time.
What? Okay, we're done.
Goodbye. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking a few minutes of your time to listen to How Men Grieve. Just want to let you know a couple of things. You can hear us on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and Alexa. We're all over the place. If you want to check out our website, it can be found at, I got to find it, hang on, http://howmengrieve.buzzsprout.com or on any of your favorite podcast subscription sites. iTunes is one. We also have a Facebook page. It's How Men Grieve. Please take a look. I would love to hear your feedback. We really need to ask you guys to leave some comments and tell us what we can do better, what things you like, what you don't like. We're more than willing to listen. And for all those veterans out there that have stood up and served, happy Veterans Day. I'm proud to say that I am one, and it's great to be in that club with you, fantastic group of men and women. So thank you so much for your service to our country, and stay tuned. We'll be talking to you guys next week. Goodbye.